New tonight, one woman who survived the Holocaust lost so much of what she holds dear. But tonight, 10 News reporter Alana Mutnick shares the story of an 85-year-old woman who shares her testimony and her life story with us once again. And we begin where her story starts.
The reason I'm alive is that I never knew him. I was only 20 months old when they gave me away, which is probably the bravest thing anybody ever did. I mean, giving your first baby away, you know.
That's Sonja DuBois, the only Holocaust survivor in her family. She was 20 months old when her parents gave her to a family friend, and both parents, along with the rest of her family, died in the World War concentration camp known as Auschwitz. DuBois says since the first years of her life, she's been introduced to new parts of herself and her family history.
I have no idea why the truth was hidden from me. It took me almost my entire lifetime to find myself.
A complicated life and small truths slowly pieced together.
This painting, my daddy did.
But every piece was left for her to figure out.
The trees are full grown, but they're bent by the horrors of the Holocaust. Is that what Daddy was dreaming of when he painted that?
Sonja DuBois doesn't have the answer. It's one of the many questions in her 80 years of life.
Sophie was my mom, and Marriage was my dad. I didn't see it, their likeness, until I was in my 60s. And they were just, you know, names on a page.
And she didn't know her true name until she was 12.
We emigrated to the States, and I had to sign my passport. And my passport held my birth name.
The only Holocaust survivor in her family. And as she aged, she began collecting dozens of clues about her family and her own life.
This is the original written letter that Daddy wrote to his friend Dolph, who was my first savior.
Letters, paintings, and jewelry.
It belonged to Mother.
The keepsakes are tangible links to her past.
It's much too late to be, to wrap my arms around anybody.
But this Holocaust survivor is okay with that because she's learned to assemble her life by herself, using only fragments of history and no full picture, just the ones she's crafted through curiosity and time.
I'm a jigsaw puzzle, a piece of jigsaw puzzle. And now I know the whole story. It's very satisfying.
Really learning that in her 80s, Alana. It's incredible. She has written a book.
Yeah, around 6 years ago, DuBois, she wrote a book detailing her story as a Dutch Jewish child, and she found out soon after that her birth name was actually Clara and not Sonja. So in her book, she also talks about the different stages of her life as she discovered her true identity following the death of her parents in Auschwitz. So I definitely will give that a read at sometime soon.
Extraordinary. Great for her to sit down with us and share that history. Thank you, Alana.